A very warm welcome to you, and thank you so much for joining our Homeopathy 24/7 podcast. We are going to be speaking to an array of international guests who will share their knowledge and experiences of homeopathy with you. We will discuss all types of subjects such as remedies, symptoms, and stories of health. No matter where you are with your homeopathic journey, we aim to inspire you on your quest to natural health and living. The podcast is brought to you by Greensmith, the founder of Homeopathy 24/7, which is a global platform connecting you with a homeopath wherever you are in the world, 24 hours a day. So let's get started with today's chat. Please welcome Mary Greensmith.
Hello, thank you for joining us. So lovely to see you. I've got today Dr. Shrikant Talari. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me, Mary.
And this is a fantastic opportunity for us to talk about homeopathy and cancer, because I understand that you see a lot of clients around the world and help them when they have a cancer diagnosis. Is that right?
Yes. So in the last 10 years, especially, my practice is focused on cancer.
Okay. And of course, cancer is, a difficult, a chronic diagnosis, and obviously it involves a lot of physical pathology as well as emotional upset and trauma. Have you got any cases that you could talk to us about, just to show us what you're doing and how it's working, perhaps alongside mainstream medicine or instead of?
Okay. So yeah, definitely I can share some cases. So Mary, first of all, we need to understand that majority of the cases that come to a homeopath are cases who have done everything. They have tried chemo, surgery, radiation,
Yes.
and after they have failed, only then they come to us.
Okay.
But the first case that I want to share with you is a interesting case where a woman who did not want to take any chemo radiation, and she was recently diagnosed of lung cancer.
Okay.
So extensive lung cancer. Her whole left lung was affected by the cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And she was not very keen because she said, I don't want to have the side effects of chemo radiation. Because in lung cancer, there's no scope for surgery.
Okay.
So either chemo is the only thing actually.
Yes.
So she came, I took the case, and what was interesting in her case is that she developed the cancer after a stressful event. And the stressful event was that she is married since last 30 years. And about a year ago, her husband tells her that I want to get out of this marriage and marry someone else. And it was a huge shock for her. And her main feeling was,
Of course.
Yeah. And her main feeling was, how will I live alone now? How can I survive this? So her main thing was that this is going to be so detrimental for me that it will kill me. And there was strong fear of death.
Okay.
And that I am going to die. Definitely, I am going to die. And what happens after 6 months is actually she develops a diagnosis of cancer, which is going to kill her now.
Yes.
So now, so what we understand here is that there is a fear conflict here, no? So in homeopathy, what we essentially are looking at is not just what caused what apparently caused. This is an apparent cause, that husband gives her divorce. Okay, but the real cause that we see is how you perceive that stress, how you reacted to it, how you responded to that stress, because everyone responds to the same stress in a very different manner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so here what we see is that there is fear, conflict, and that fear of death, this has to be addressed. If you address this fear of death, then there will be desire or hope to live, and that hope will bring back health and well-being. So there is a remedy in our materia medica which has this ailments from fear, terror, and with pain. This was her main symptom actually, with pain in the chest, with excessive sweating and collapse.
Okay.
So the remedy that has this fear and this kind of pain and collapse is Tobacum.
Okay.
And she was given the remedy Tobacum. Tobacum is actually tobacco.
Yes.
So she was given this remedy. Now, interestingly, I told you that she didn't want to take any chemotherapy, radiation, no? And after 3 months, her oncologist said that you're not taking any treatment. Let us see what is the progress. So they did the PET scan, sorry, CT scan of the lungs, and then they see that the actually cancer growth has sort of reduced. It has stabilized.
Okay.
And the oncologist, this is a case in the US.
Okay.
The oncologist, she was completely surprised. He was like, this is how much? $7, and in $7 you're treating cancer. How is this possible? She started Googling it. This is what the patient tells me, that she was surprised. She asked me, show me a bottle, what is this medicine? How many doses? Now what is interesting is she asked her, how many doses you took? She said only 2 doses. In last 3 months, only 2 doses, and my cancer size has reduced. So one is you can see the drastic relief. And what is more interesting is after that, the oncologist said that you are already better, but you also take chemotherapy, you will feel even more better. Okay, your cancer will reduce. So the patient decided that she will take chemotherapy also, along with homeopathy. So again, after 3 months, we repeat the scan. And after 3 months, it comes out that the cancer actually grew.
It grew. It grew having had the chemotherapy.
Yeah, it grew. So the oncologist was like, Are, what has happened here? It was reducing. Now I gave chemo, it's increasing.
Yes, yeah.
So this brings me to my second point, that many patients that come to us, they think that they will do chemotherapy and homeopathy together. And I tell them again and again and again that it doesn't work that way. You have to choose one. And it's better, in fact, we recommend that it's better that you then go ahead, do your chemotherapy, finish that, and then come. We will be able to help you much more. But going exclusive for one treatment at a time is very important.
And so while she was having the chemotherapy, did you continue giving the Tobacum?
Yes.
Okay. But what you're saying is the chemotherapy stopped that working.
Yeah.
Did you prescribe anything to help with the side effects of chemo, or was she okay with that?
Yes, I did prescribe. She did feel better with that side effect. She did get symptomatic relief for the side effects of chemotherapy.
Gosh, what a story. What happened then, Shrikant? Did she choose to continue with homeopathy?
Yesterday only I had a follow-up with her.
Okay.
And she says that I want to take both because I'm feeling better, even though the cancer has increased. Let me take both. Now, after a certain limit, we don't. It's the patient's choice. No, you can educate. So
Yeah.
as of now, the patient still wants to take both.
Yes, and as you said at the beginning, we do help a lot of people who are using Western medicine and homeopathy as well. And as you said, it is their choice, and we certainly wouldn't say don't have the medical advice that you're given from your oncologist. But interesting, isn't it, that and just after such a short time, you can see the differences with having the treatment there. I wonder what what will happen in the next 3 months. You're going to have to come back and tell us.
Sure. Even I am thinking what happens next.
Yes, indeed. With other clients, do you find that, as you said in the beginning, most of them have had treatment and then they come to you as a last resort, and you're seeing people around the world? Does the treatment change depending on where they are in the world?
Generally, it does not, but the approach does not. But what can change is based on your locality, your exposure, your remedy might change definitely,
Yes.
because the causative factors become different, no?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Okay, and it's very interesting that quite a lot of the time we've got a lot of emotions that we're having to find the remedies for and cover. And of course, the whole having the diagnosis itself is quite a trauma for a lot of clients.
Yes. So, like I said in this case, no, Mary, that handling mental emotional conflict is very important. If you don't handle that, then the patient is not going to get cured. No, you see, in cancer, definitely we are not saying that we will cure the patient, but by using the word cure, what I mean is uh, actually addressing the cause of the symptom and really giving the best scope for the best possible thing that can happen for the patient. So
I understand. So the emotions might be stopping healing taking place. So we need to help the patient address those emotions and release them so that healing can take place.
yes. So interestingly, it comes to my mind. Yesterday, I asked this patient, now, how is this fear, about your husband and this divorce, etc. So she says, interestingly, what happened is I stopped Tabacum for around 10-15 days in between. Okay. As of now, I'm giving it daily because she's taking this chemotherapy, etc. So there is ongoing some or the other thing. So now she takes Tabacum daily. So in between for 10-15 days, I told her, you stop. Let me see what's the effect on your health if you don't take Tabacum.
Yeah.
So she emailed me after 1 week of not taking Tabacum that suddenly I am starting to feel the stress of my husband. That, oh, he's going now. How will I live? I'm stressed, etc. Then I said, okay, go back to your Tabacum daily. And then she says, wow, suddenly I feel, when will this divorce get over? When will I be free? How can I take care of my children? How to build up this house? So I'm completely focused on all the positive things that are happening around me. I think, oh, my health is good. This is what I will do. This is what I have. And then suddenly she tells, I have realized that, my husband, he has problems because his own family will also come with me now. His parents are also with me. So I am feeling I am in such a good position.
Yes.
The problem actually is for the husband now. How will he live? So Now I think he is having a problem. He does not want to get divorced, but I am very happy. So
Yes.
see, what is happening is situation has not changed, but your perspective to the situation has changed. You are starting to see things which you should see.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what homeopathy will do for you. You
That's
will suddenly
amazing.
see the same situation in a very positive light.
Yes. Yes. And indeed, that there isn't really any other types of medication that can help change the perspective and change your emotion around an event.
Yes. And this we want to highlight that, patients always think that situation is the problem.
Yes.
But we are always saying your perception is the problem, situation is not the problem.
I absolutely agree. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. How can we let more people know this, Shrikant?
Yes.
We need
That's
to
why I
keep
think we are
talking
doing the
about it.
podcast. Yes.
Yeah, yes, yeah, very
Uh,
interesting. Have you got any other cases that you can share with us?
yes, definitely. So, one more case that comes to mind is, okay. So let's do one case of a patient who does everything and then comes, because this patient didn't do anything.
Okay,
And this next patient is a patient who did take some medicines, some chemotherapy, etc. But she sort of, was given up by them. They said that there's nothing we can do. She has around 15 days. You can take her home. So this is a case of a brain tumor. So again, in brain tumor, there's very limited they can do, because if it's in the center of the brain, no, they can't operate, they can't give radiation, they can't give very aggressive chemo. So very little scope there is
mm-hmm.
for for them. So a lot of brain tumor patients do come for homeopathy.
Okay,
So when I met this patient, she was like bedridden. She was sleeping. She couldn't even talk. She was like, I asked her question. She said, okay, I have this problem. And then I say, okay, can you talk about your problem? She said, I can't even talk. Please, my daughter is there. She'll tell you the history and you do whatever you want to. So, and just before sleeping, she tells me that, see, I am already 70 years old. I will die, if not today, tomorrow, death is going to happen to me. So I'm not scared about dying anymore. The only thing is this patient is in India. My daughter is in US, and I have asked her to come and meet me. But for her to come, she's saying that she will take at least 1 month. And doctors say I will die much before that. If you can even give this last wish, it was like her last wish before she dies, huh?
yes,
If you give me even few more days that I meet my daughter, my grandchildren, I'll be very happy. I will die a very peaceful death. So this patient, she got the remedy sulfur, because sulfur is good for women who develop tumors or malignancy during climacteric, means during menopause. They start developing the symptoms of cancer, of menopause, and during that the cancer slowly develops, and that's how it developed in this case. So I gave her sulfur. She became active. She started getting up, she started eating, she started drinking, she in a normal life. 1 month after, her daughter comes. She says, I will live for 15 days, mother will pass away, I will do all her ceremony, and then I'll go after 1 month.
okay,
She waited for 1 month, mother was healthy. She waited for 1.5 months, mother is healthy. So she thought mother will now live. So she called me, she said, Are, thank you so much. I came for 15 days, I have lived 1.5 months. Now I have my commitments there, I have to go.
yes,
So she went, and the patient lived for 4.5 months.
okay,
After that, she expired.
yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes,
And what is interesting is here, no pain, no suffering. till the last day, the patient is walking, talking, eating, drinking, breathing, everything. It's not like patient is bedridden, oh, I cannot eat, please help me, please give me painkiller, nothing like that. One day she just falls, she says, I am now again not able to get up, I feel sleepy. She sleeps for 1 or 2 days, passes away. Completely painless.
Okay. That was a huge change, though, going from sleeping and not able to speak to you and just lying to actually eating and sleeping and walking, and
Yeah.
for all of those months. That's an amazing story. And that was just with the help of a homeopathic remedy.
Yes, yes. See, I must tell you that sometimes I only doubt that it's such a big tumor. It's inside the brain. What is medicine going to do? Because tumor is tumor. How will it reduce? How will she get symptoms? But miraculous, something happens. What happens? I don't
Yeah.
know.
No.
But something happens and it just starts reducing, and then patient becomes active.
And that's brilliant, because the patient was quite clear about what she wanted to achieve there. And she wasn't saying, I want this cancer to go, I want to be healthy. She was saying, I want to live for another month and see my daughter. And that quite clearly was given to her, that opportunity to do that. So that's an amazing story.
So we should always estimate what we can achieve in a particular case. See, patients keep asking us, does homeopathy cure cancer? How will homeopathy work in palliative care? So it depends on each patient, what kind of cancer you have, what stage is your cancer. The answer is in all these parameters. Only after we look at all these parameters, we can say, Acha, in this case, we can achieve cure. In this case, we can achieve palliation. In this case, we can achieve stopping of relapse.
Yes, and just even making more comfortable, making the patient more comfortable through their own healing, through the medical choices that they've got, whatever that might be. So you're absolutely right to make sure that we're asking these questions all of the time. What is it you want to achieve?
Yes, that has to be very clear. And if the patient is not realistic, we should sort of be very clear that this is what can be achieved, this is what cannot be achieved. Sometimes patient are impractical. Oh no, I have one patient yesterday I was seeing. She has cancer of breast, all over spread in the lungs and spine and everywhere. And the family keeps calling me that doctor, after 3 months, no, all that patches should go away. We don't know what you do. You just get that patches out.
Yes.
So you have to keep telling them, Mare, this is not possible.
No, because at the end of the day, homeopathy is just working as a catalyst, isn't it? And helping the body heal itself. So there are parameters to what can be achieved. And depending on the energy that you've got yourself to put into the healing.
Yes. The energy you have got, how much of diet regimen you maintain, what kind of lifestyle have you had? If you have had a lifestyle, bad lifestyle, there's minimum that a medicine can do. It's not about the scope of homeopathy. That's how bad you have created your body, no? But if you have lived a very good life, you will get remedies. Suddenly you'll start getting up, walking, talking.
Yes, you're right. It's that determination, isn't it? How much do you really want this to happen, and what are you willing to change?
50% is actually in the patient's hands.
Yes.
Their mindset, how they handle it. Some crumble under it. Some still can stay positive. Some can make whatever changes are recommended. Some cannot.
So actually, what we're doing by providing homeopathy is also providing a way for people to reevaluate, find out perspectives, see if there's a change in perspective needed by considering other emotions, by considering other factors of their life and what else they can be doing. And we're really there as a guide to help them through that time.
Yes, yes. So good counseling, that's also one more thing that we do, that counsel the patient, tell them that you have to look at this, you have to look at this. There are more bad cases. You are much better than this, you know?
Okay, and so that, of course, brings it completely round to that holistic healing,
Yes.
doesn't it? And that, of course, is exactly what homeopathy is, because it is covering so much about the energy of healing.
Yes, yes, yes. So we address mental causes, physical causes, lifestyle causes, family problems we are counseling, divorce problems we are counseling. So everything we do, all in one package we are. No?
All in one package. Yes, absolutely. No, you're absolutely right. And this is why we are finding out so much and just putting the information together for so many people. So what we will do is put links to your website and your information so that the listeners can contact you directly. But I understand you also have a team of homeopaths who work under you as well. So it's really exciting that you're able to provide such a great service for people wherever they are in the world.
Yeah, because of, thanks to COVID, that online has become so rampant that suddenly these channels have opened, and I'm seeing a lot of, especially I must thank Homeopathy 24/7. Because of that, so many people I am able to help all over the world.
Well, we're very honoured to have you, Shrikant, working with us, and it's been just a lovely experience to gain some of your knowledge and work with you on this journey. Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your time. Thank you so much for Shrikant for going through homeopathy for cancer and supporting cancer patients through their treatment. It's so useful for people to be learning what it is that homeopathy can do, and obviously what your experiences are helping people throughout the world. Really, really useful information. Next week, I'm going to be talking to Bart. Bart has got a group called Homeopathy for the Heart. Emotional and physical heart symptoms. We'll be discussing all sorts of things that Bart is coming into contact with clients around the world and in his group, Homeopathy for the Heart. I look forward to seeing you all then. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please do give us a thumbs up. Please do write a review so that other people can find us. It really does help if you make a comment. Thank you so much. See you all soon.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode and look forward to listening to our next one. Please don't forget to follow our podcast on your chosen channel, and please do leave us a review so we can continue to share homeopathy with as many people as possible. If you do have any questions, please do reach out to us on any of our social platforms mentioned in the show notes. We at Homeopathy 24/7 hope to empower you on your natural health journey.